Good morning and welcome to our reviews. This is the review for the Aventon Pace 350. It's an electric bike, and with the electric bike, lots of opinions come out there, and it is between people who support it and people who don't like it. They think that it doesn't give any exercise. Well, this is actually one of the greatest inventions of this century, I think, because it has brought exercise to a totally different level. No more excuses with knee pains, with the inability to exercise, with I live in a hilly neighborhood, or I got no time, or it's not fun to exercise. Actually, this piece of equipment makes exercising a lot of fun, because you can really go to really far distances where you can experience different neighborhoods. You can drive, or you can ride all the way to the park, or go on long trails, so you get to see much more for that 1 hour of exercise, and it makes it very doable. Now, the basic principle is you got this piece of bike that basically you can ride it, and you can get zero support where you bike it as a regular bike. And I'm gonna show you a life experience from riding it. But you can also increase your support while you're riding if you need help. And for example, the Pace 350 has 5 levels. You can go all the way up to 5, and that will get you some support with the speed. It got the 350 watt peak motor, and when you upgrade and go to the Pace 500 or the commuter, and the commuter got a little nicer profile. It's similar to the Pace 500, but got the fenders, it got a little basket behind you, so it's more kind of take you to work, and you can go on streets. And when it gives you support for the Pace 500 or the commuter up to 28 miles per hour, you got really huge power with you, that you can go on streets and you can be with cars. And while I found it's a little too much for me when I tried the 28 miles per hour, I think the 20 miles per hour support was more than enough for just for basic exercises and day-to-day activities. I think it's more than enough for me. So the Pace 350, I've done about 300 miles on it. I've gone 20 miles, probably at the longest trip I've done. Per specification, it says it can last up to 35 miles plus 5 miles, and the same thing for the other bikes. So it can last longer time, and then charging is really easy. You just plug it in, and I usually do that after I come from the ride. This battery is removable. You get a little key where you basically unlock it, and then you can pull this battery out, and you can take it with you if you're going to work or job, so it stays with you. It's really easy to ride. It's helpful. I'm going to show you the throttle technology that comes with it. Basically, if you're not able to pedal, or you're on a little bit of a hill, you want to turn around, you don't want to get the full assist of the motor, basically you can stop pedaling and just use the throttle a little bit, and it will be able to help you to get to your destination. So we'll show you a live demonstration. It's really an excellent bike. I think I was a little bit hesitant, especially for the price point. With the electric bikes, it's been more about the $3,000 to $5,000 range. So to get something for probably early and mid ranges in the 1,000, that was a little bit of I was a skeptic, but to be honest, after a year, I think this is probably the best purchase I've done last year. I can't find that many negative stuff with it. Probably the seat. I don't like the seat a lot. I think it can get your legs numb after a long ride. So I have replaced it actually with another seat that I got from Amazon. I don't have it on now, but I've replaced it with another seat that had better cushioning. The other thing is, this is the step-through model. I don't know if you noticed, this is the step-through model. So it makes it way easier, especially for older individuals or for people with arthritis, to get through. So it's step-through. You don't have to raise your leg all the way to get to the other side. And it makes it much easier to take it out. It started as a woman version for the step-through back in the early centuries, but just because of wearing skirts and stuff, but now it's actually gender neutral. So this was the one that was available. I was a little bit of a skeptic initially, but actually I took it, and actually I'm really happy that I did this. I used this model. So yeah, go places, do lots of stuff. Now you got the electric bike, you can go to the grocery store 4 miles away and come back without having to struggle and to get exercise, and you will notice your fitness level will go actually higher. You will be able to run better. Your breathing is not going to be as short as before. So give it a try. Be careful, don't fall. Safety is important. You've heard some accidents about falling. Well, probably I've had one fall with it, and it was like probably going downhill, and the road was wet, and it just gave a 90-degree. It handled the fall well. A little bit of a scratch here. Got some scratches on the hand, that's why right now with gloves. So but overall it's been really safe, and again the ability to manipulate that speed thing is really good. You can buy it directly from their website, and you can assemble it at home. I didn't do that. I went to a bike shop and basically ordered it through them, and they assemble it for free. So it's really great. It is water resistant. I've not ridden it in the rain, but probably after the rain. The problem, of course, it gets a little dirty, but it is supposed to be water resistant. I never had any troubles with it. And yeah, let's go and give it a try. So here we're going without support. We're at 0. Pedaling here at about 8 miles per hour. And you know, it's downhill, so it's not a big problem. Going to 1, support. Makes it easier to pedal. Again, all of this is downhill. Up to 13 miles per hour. Let's push it all the way to 2. Really nice. Actually, with the weight of the bike and my weight, I don't think you need to use any support. And you see it goes beautifully. So I'll show you now. It's gotten a little harder, flatter surface. So we're down 6, 5. So now we can use a little support there, and it becomes easier to pedal again. Just gotta be careful from the cars. That's why this rear mirror is really good. So we'll go to 2 and see. Up to 3 makes it way easier to pedal. We're up to 12 miles per hour. 4, even easier. We can go 5, and it makes it really good. And it can support you up to 20 miles per hour. The Pace 500 with a 750 watt can go up to 28 miles per hour of support, but I just felt it's too much. So this is great. It makes it so easy to exercise. You're still getting little exercise. You'll see your fitness level will improve, your breathing. Even if you got bad knees, even if you got a problem with the weight, or you got hills around, it's really easy to pedal. And that's it. So let's show you. Basically, you see this is a little uphill. I have no problem going up 12, 15 miles per hour. Now, another thing you can think about is this throttle. So right now I'm not pedaling. I don't want to push it a lot. So You see, I'm using the throttle. It can push you also up to 20 miles per hour. So I got tired from all this hard work I did, so I can use the throttle. And I'll keep holding it and it keeps going. I heard some newer models basically can give up after a few seconds, but this one keeps going. And you see, it's giving consistent 20 miles per hour. Now we're going uphill. It becomes a little harder for it. This is the battery indicator. Basically will tell you, and it is a dynamic. So if you're using one, for example, it will go higher. See, with the throttle, it tells me if you're gonna keep using the throttle, it's gonna be running out of juice really sooner. So if I go down to 1, for example, it will go back up again, but it will give me much more support. Very steady ride. When you go at 0, it's a little bit heavy air than what you would expect for a regular bicycle. So, but downhill, flat surfaces, it is acceptable. You can still pedal comfortably. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer.